Hey, check me out one time, man. Feel me? First and foremost, top of the DL, you feel me? Hope everybody woke up highly favored and highly blessed. But you know, I'm finna get right into this content early this morning, you feel me? Got up, you feel me? I had like 4 DMs from like some random people, like 4 or 5 DMs from random people, you feel me? And I ain't gonna lie, I already knew what it was about. Soon as without even opening them, I knew. So you feel me? I open like 2 of them. First thing they say is, they saying basically like trying to say, is King Pill a mark with the question marks? Did young Ant Jefe mark him out? So you feel me? I just laugh, you feel me? Because like I said, homie, the internet is really undefeated. They don't sleep, homie. No matter what happened, what transpired, anything, one little slip up, they gonna be at your throat. I swear, homie, like you really can't, you gotta be flawless on here. You can't do nothing wrong because the internet, that's on my mama, they ain't saving nothing. You feel me? So I'm gonna get right into this content, you feel me? And I'm gonna give my little input on it, you feel me? And tap in and let y'all know how I really feel.
What it became, huh? You didn't know that was gonna be like your
Man,
rival.
I was just giving that shit to my audience, you feel me?
This out though, we ain't gonna let that linger on. I'm from 83rd Street, bro. Like, and that shit dish the set, you feel me? Like, I know where he from on the set, and I don't play into the little fake politics. He ain't dissing A-Trey on the set. Period. I'm not barring no disrespect from no nigga. Ain't never barred no disrespect from no nigga. Period.
Who said
You know
somebody
what I'm saying?
disrespected you?
But still, the topic coming up.
Yeah, that's what I tried to read in.
I'm talking to this man, bro.
Oh,
I'm talking to him because the topic lingering, bro.
That I'm disrespecting you?
Bro, you not hear what I'm saying?
Nah.
You said you from a community,
right.
and you said where it's aimed at.
But it ain't this show said though.
And that's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying though.
Okay, so we saying the same shit. So we saying the same shit.
Oh, okay, for sure.
We don't gotta talk about it anymore.
Yeah.
For sure.
Clarify on though.
Yeah, man. As y'all can see, the little conversation, it did get a little heated, you feel me? Like, just a tad bit, not too much, you feel me? I can't really say young Ant marked King Pill out because, like I said, it's just a verbal disagreement, you feel me? Like, two people speaking how they feel, and one got a little bit more hostile than the other one, you feel me? That happens, you feel me? So I can't really say he marked him out. But what I can say is I'm gonna say this to King Pill, because you feel me, you know, he another blood from a Pyru hood, you feel me? So that's the homie. Protect your image at all costs, bro. Especially when you had no jumper. I'm gonna say that again. And this don't just go for him. This go for anybody that's, you feel me, be doing interviews and doing stuff, and you feel me, in this lane, or to a human being, period. Protect your image, homie, at all costs. And you feel me, I'm gonna say this. All right, King Pill, you feel me, he got the little cool little song, the little buzzing little song right now, you feel me? And I know what Ant is talking about, you feel me? So, because King Pill said, you feel me, the T word. So Ant, like, you feel me, like, okay, you dissed the hood, even though I know you didn't direct that to the A-Trays, but you did diss Trays though. That's basically what he's saying. And you feel me, I'm gonna tell King Pill like this. Look, bro. And you know, you feel me, like, I don't know, you feel me, if you really look at it like that, but if you do look at it the way you said it, like, saying like, oh yeah, I didn't disrespect you, you feel me, you looking at it wrong, bro. When you said what you said in that song, when you dish the 3, that don't just go for, you feel me, the gangs that you beef with in Pomona, you feel me? That don't just go for them gangs, bro. Cause if that's how you felt, you feel me, you should have in your song, you should have just dissed the gangs in Pomona, you feel me? When you dish the 3, that's for all the trades, bro. You feel me? So of course they're gonna feel like that. They're gonna be like, oh yeah, you said this and you dished the 3 in your song, so of course they gonna feel some type of way. But don't, you feel me, like, I just feel like the homie shouldn't have backed up on the situation and said, oh, I wasn't disrespecting you, it wasn't directed towards you. Like, nah, bro, you can't do that, bro, especially when it comes to this, because the internet gonna eat you up, bro, and try to make you out to something that you're not. Off the dribble, you should have just been like, you feel me? First of all, no jumper got tactics. On my mama, nigga. They could have been hollered at you or gave you a solo interview and talked about that. But they knew what they was doing when they put Young Ant in that room, and Adam for sure, Coach Lush or whatever his name is, to be like, yeah, talk about this because Ant is a gang member and King Peel dissed the Trays. So you feel me? Let's get some content out of this and let's see how it go. For sure that happened. And if y'all think that didn't happen, y'all dumb. Period, point blank. You feel me? They for sure did that. No jumper got tactics, homie. They know what they doing. You feel me? So, but at the end of the day, I'm saying this as far as on the homie behalf. Like, when you do something like that, you gotta just stand on it and just move forward. It ain't no, oh, I wasn't talking about y'all. It ain't none of that, bro. Like, you can't do that, bro, because like I said, this internet is really undefeated. They gonna go at you. It should have been as simple. Soon as that conversation got hostile, and I'm saying this from a business standpoint, I'm not saying this, you feel me, from a gang member, being a gang member, because you feel me, I would have handled it too. I could have, if I'm saying it like that, I could have handled it from a business standpoint, and it's a way I would have handled it as far as me being a gang member. But I would have handled it from a business standpoint, you feel me? So me personally, soon as the conversation would have got a little tense and that would have got brought up, I would have been like, hey, homie, cut these cameras off. Come on, Young Ant, let's walk outside. Let's chop it up real quick. Let's go holler. And I would have told Young Ant verbatim these exact words. Hey, bro, I made the song. I know I dissed the 3 you from A-Tray. You feel me? At the end of the day, where do we go from here? If you feel disrespected, we could get down and we can move forward or whatever it's going to be. But I already did that, homie. So that's what it is. You feel me? I would have went about it just like that, and that's what I really feel like the homie should have did. Forget showing out for the cameras, doing all that. You don't got to do that. You feel me? You a man. It would have been strictly, let's step outside, let's holler. You feel me? And I'd have went about it like that. You feel me? And I guarantee you, Young Ant would have respected that. They probably would have got down, or even if they didn't get out, and you feel me, they would have had a little cool conversation and whatever the case may be. But for me, knowing Young Ant, for sure he would have got at him like that. They would have got down, and you feel me? But I guarantee you, Young Ant would have respected it, homie. And then I would have, you feel me? I'd have went and told Lush and Adam, like, come on, homie. Like, y'all know what y'all doing, but you feel me? I understand, you feel me? That's what y'all do. Y'all run plays up here. That's what y'all do. So I get it, you feel me? And I guess, you know, like I said, King Peel be going up there, you feel me? And no jumper is good for him, what he be doing, because he be going up there. So you feel me? I wouldn't have messed up my business hand. That's why I said I would have handled it just like that. You feel me? Like, you ain't got to show out on these cameras and do all that. And I'm not having no screaming match. I'm not saying they did, because they didn't have no screaming match, but I'm not having no screaming match with no dude in no interview. If it get intense or it get like that, either we finna turn this interview out or we finna step outside and we finna holler. So like I said, I say that to say, like, I ain't trying to bash the homie or nothing like that. I just feel like, you feel me, he didn't go about the situation the correct way. And I'm not saying he didn't know how, you feel me, at the time he just felt like, you know, like I'm just brushing it off like it ain't nothing. Like, you feel me, Young Ant ain't put his hands on me. He ain't say nothing too crazy for me. Even though Young Ant did say at the end, like where we going with this, you feel me? And Munchie turned it right back into the interview, like, nah, homie, like, basically, like, Munchie, without saying it, was like trying to stop the situation, like, we ain't finna let it go there, you feel me? Which is cool. But like I said, at the end of the day, King Peel gotta know, you can't diss everything, bro, and then just say, oh, this is for one hood. Like, you can't, it don't work like that, bro. And people not gonna take it like that. And just, you feel me, being cool, and he like, yeah, you feel me, like, yeah, you dissed the set, but I know you just said you was directing that elsewhere, but you did diss the set, but I know you ain't dissing A-Tray, but we ain't finna talk about that. Immediately, that's when the conversation should have got took off camera and took outside, and y'all should have went and hollered. However the case may be, you feel me? And that's how I feel about the situation. Like I said, no, I'm not saying Ant marked the homie out. I'm not finna say that, because like I said, it's words, bro. So I'm not finna go there. It was just Ant, you feel me? He start, you know, people blood pump, people blood flowing, and you know, it's a touchy conversation, because you feel me, the homie dissed the whole 3. You feel me? He dissed the whole Trey card when he say that. You feel me? So you gotta understand, you can't go back on that. If anybody was to ask you that, you feel me? It's strictly, hey, bro, I made my song, I said that. It is what it is. Whatever y'all want to do, we can do, you feel me? And you stand on that, and you push forward as a man, you feel me? So like I said, bro, at the end of the day, bro, King Peel, protect your image at all costs, bro. Don't slip up, you feel me? Don't slip up and mess your image up, you feel me, over some little stuff. Even though it might be little, bro, we can't do that, bro. You gotta protect your image at all costs, bro, no matter what it is, bro. And I'm not saying, like I said, I'm not saying that man disrespected you. I'm not saying nothing in that nature. But I'm just saying the way you went about it, for sure the internet finna be at you and finna really try to be on you just based off because that's what people feel. Oh, he said this much words to him and he didn't do nothing and he didn't do this, so he got marked out. Even though real people know that's not how it go. That's not getting marked out. You feel me? He kind of did get a little hostile and was saying what he was saying, and you feel me? He stared at you feel me? So I guess they wanted y'all to be like gorillas, you feel me? Like hold each other stare and get to doing it up in there, you feel me? I guess, you feel me? Like, I don't know. But I'm just saying, you know, that's how I would have handled it. You handled it the way you handled it. You a man, you entitled to your own opinion, and you entitled to do what you feel, however you feel, you feel me, when it comes to situation, you feel me? So I get that. So like I said, I ain't bashing the homie, but I'm just saying, I would have handled it in the way I just said in my video. And at the end of the day, you got to protect your image at all costs. You feel me? So, you know, I'm going to tap in later on this other little situation. You feel me? With Aaron the plumber. I don't know. That dude is crazy. I don't know what's wrong with him. He be saying some crazy stuff. You feel me? To be acting like he so tough. But you feel me? I'm going to tap in on that later. You feel me? I'm going to drop this right now. So you feel me? Like I always say, to all my gang members, y'all fly safe. You feel me? Stay dangerous. You feel me? Till the next time I'll be at y'all, man.
You ain't got a pole, kind of life you living. Since on every car we skirt, nigga slide a chopper in. Nigga slide a chopper in. I be gripping on my pole, that bitch gripping on my dick. I ain't dancing in no club, I'm too busy on my shit. Back to back, we do skits. I just fucked a hot bitch, had her screaming, we the shit. While she playing with her clip, been in corners in her shit. I just hope her homie slip. It's a 30 in this bitch, I'm gon' feed him the whole clip.